I sorry for the delay. I have some power shortage issues. Actually, I can't able to join. Okay, I'm sharing my screen. Okay, so we have seen this slide. Yeah. So I'm mentioning about these are the canister mask and cartridge respirators. Again, these are air purifying respirators. So basically, this canister gas mask can only be used in the atmosphere, not deficient in the oxygen, and also not containing more than 20% of volume by any toxic gases. So if you take in total volume of the atmosphere, it should not be the toxic percentage. It should not be more than 20%. And also the life of canister will be depend upon type of the canister and also the concentration of the gas and the activity of the wearer. So these are the key parameters. Whenever you take any uh, air purifying respirators, it depends on concentration of the contaminated air or gas, and the second, the wearer demand, and also the type of chemical. And as I mentioned, these are the cartridge type. So definitely you have to choose based on the type of hazard which is present in the atmosphere. So hazard in the sense what type of the concentration or chemical concentration which is in your workplace. Accordingly you have to choose. So these are will be again half mask attached to the one or two cartridge type. If it is in a one cartridge, so you will see as in a rounded shape of cartridge. If it is dual type, you will get this in a triangle type cartridges. Again, this is like in a canister type. These are used filled with an appropriate chemicals to absorb the gases and vapors drawn through them. And also the respirator is non-emergency gas respirator, and also it should not be used in the atmosphere deficit in oxygen. The key simple funda is wherever you are using air purifying respirators, there is a thumb rule that you should not use in the oxygen, the deficit atmospheres. Like canister gas mask, chemical cartridge respirators provide respiratory protection for a period of depend upon vapor concentration, wearer activity. It recommended by the low concentration gases and vapors, zero point 0.1 to 1000 ppm of organic vapors, acid gases up to 500 ppm, and ammonia up to 700 ppm, and also mercury vapors. So again, these are generic. So you have to read. If you see this label, around the label, it will have the limitation and also the designed filtration limitation, either it is suitable for 0 to 100 ppm or 10 to 50 ppm or 200 ppm. Accordingly, you have to choose the type of the cartridge. Then mechanical filters. See, that's the basic. Again, I have given example of N95. So here, these removes the particulate matter from the inspired air which passes through the filter. So you'll have a small kind of filter. So these filters may be a single use or reusable type will be there. Again, these respirators are used in heavy concentration of particulate matters, and also filling with the clogged with the dust particles too quickly, and also they may have to be replaced every now and also the microfilters of special filters designed to arrest the ultra microscopic size of dust particles as well. So if you open this, I'll make it a bit larger. uh, Come to front. So if you open this filter, there inside you will see a small leaf of filter where it can act as a filter media to stop the entering of the particulate matter into your breathing air. And also some of the filters it can able to do a ultra microscopic size, which means those are minute sizes. Particulate matter also can be effectively filtered. Such filters screen out dust and also fog, fume, mist, spray, smoke, etc. through a filter or a pad, but they cannot be used against zero deficiency gases or solvents or vapors, because these are only for the dust related filters. You're not supposed to use in the chemical atmospheric conditions. And also the powered air respirators, used as a blower to pass the contaminated air through the element that removes the contaminated and also supplies the purified air through the face piece. So once you can, these purified respirators can be used to pass the air. So it will only, the exhaled air will go to an atmosphere again. It will properly filters the air and also supplies to the face piece, which is nothing but this mask. Again, some of them will be having two filters. One is chemical as well as mechanical. There you will have a dual effect of, there you can use in the multi-purpose at the time of dust atmospheres, in other cases in the chemical atmospheres also. So here I have given the detail which are not so important. It is for your additional information. You can read it once you I share this PPT. Then after the issuing the PPs, again we should definitely give some instructions with respect to these respirators and also training. With respect to the instructions, first of all, why and also how it is to be used, that is the main important. What is the purpose of it? Sometimes even for the housekeeping people also I have seen they use this cartridge type respirators. Again, also the protecting the equipment from the dust, heat, moisture, extreme cold and damaging chemicals, storing in dry and cool place. So we have to maintain these filter mask or the dual cartridge mask. They are reusable type, so you can clean it and keep it properly, so that it will give a long lasting. And also we are not supposed to allow them to expose to any certain chemicals. It can it damage the filter. And checking that it is in a good operating condition, valves should be maintained in efficient working conditions. Whenever you use, before use, it has to be checked, then only you have to use. And fitting of respirator on wearer, that is also very important, how you are strapping it, because they should be properly, you have to wear it, otherwise due to the gap between your nose and all, there is a chance of vapor can enter into the mask. Then proper use and maintenance of the respirator, that is also very important, how you are using it. Again, cleaning and keeping it in a sealed plastic bag with a name tag on the user. So generally in the industries we'll have our own uh, luggage, or what do you call, in restrooms we used to have cabins or lockers. We can properly clean the mask and you can keep it in our locker instead of keeping in a open workplace. These are the a few instructions we have to give it to the each user, so that they can use it properly and it can give a longer life. Because these are not I mean cheaper ones. I think each mask it will be costing around close to 3000 3500 including cartridges. So later we only change the cartridge, the mask will be used for till, I mean, it get damage. And with respect to the training, so again, the reason and need of respiratory protection and limitation and inability of other controls and methods. So again, what is the reason for using this respirator, and also what are the limitations? So you should not take this respirator as an ultimate weapon to fight against the hazardous atmosphere, and also inability of other controls and methods. In case of any other failures happens, whether it is can be used it or not. Then identification and understanding of the hazard for which equipment is to be used, and also selection of procedure. So this is what we discussed in the first class. So if I use an fire resistant suit along with an air hood, or how it will be useful. So we have to choose based on the hazard or based on the situation what type of PPE is supposed to be used. That's why in the organization they used to create PPE matrix, activity specific PPE matrix will be created. So based on the PPE matrix, they have to choose the respective PPE. Then limitation, capability, function and operation of the respirator. సో వాటి యొక్క లిమిటేషన్స్ అంటే దాని యొక్క పరిమితులు ఎంతవరకు, and also capability, which means their capacity and function. So working mechanism also we have to explain. Then proper fitting, wearing, adjusting face piece, and also valves, and also removing of the respirator. So this is about usage, and also how you are going to wear it. Those kind of precautions also we have to give. It is nothing but you should give in a practical training how we do for safety belts. Same way, all this full face mask you leave about a filter mask, you leave about dust mask, or you leave about other kind of respirators. This filter mask or cartridge mask, it need definitely a training with a practical demonstration, so that they'll get good knowledge while using such kind of respirators. Then maintenance storage, so how they can maintain, how they can clean, and where they can keep. We should allow them to have a dedicated storage location, so that they can store their PPs. Then practice to wear first in a safe atmosphere, and also become familiar with its characteristics. So we have to ask them to practice in the normal atmospheres, so that they can feel so how you are using it. Maybe initially some of the people who is having some breathing difficulties and all, once they start using this filter mask, they'll feel suffocation, because of it is not easy. You have to spend some energy to inhale the air comes through the filters. It is not like breathing without a mask or breathing with mask. That is the difference. And also you can use some perfumes while using in the general atmosphere. You can ask them to test them, either they are getting any smell or not, so that you can understand the any leakage or any issues with the fitting of the mask to the person. And also ascertain and also handle emergency situations. So how to assemble this mask, and also how to handle the emergency situations. And statutory provisions regarding the use of respirators. So statutory provisions in the sense, in the Factories Act we have, any person who is willingly or damaging the things which is provided for the people health and safety, they will be punishable up to, I think, 500 rupees, or some of the these things they can up to do to go to the jail up to for 3 months. I'm not able to exact recall. So we have to tell them it is their a basic, not responsibility, we can say accountability, to use properly the given respirators or PPS, and when and how to replace filters and cartridge or canisters and also cylinders. So this is discarding mechanism. So we have given how to use, how to wear, and how to clean and how to maintain, and also we have to tell them at what situations or at what conditions the mask can be discarded from the service. In case of other instructions, any special use up to your atmosphere conditions, or based on your nature of operation or industry uh, practices, you can give. Okay, next. So here I have written CDC and NEOSH and OSHA. So whenever you use PPs in India, we always prefer to have a PPE which is certified by ISA standards, and also over and above. So which is more stringent. That is the best practice. So if ISA is more stringent than OSHA, you can prefer ISA. If OSHA is more stringent, or it is giving more standard than ISI, you can go with OSHA or NEOS certified mask. So when I say CDC, it is Center for Disease Control. Under this CDC, the NEOS is working, National Institute of Occupational Safety. It is a basic research organization where they do research about various safety related topics and methodologies, etc. And also this NEOSH certifies the PPS. They'll have their marking on the different types of PPS. Again, OSHA is an administrative kind of body. The NEOSH is giving a guidance to the OSHA, which is Occupational Safety and Health Administration, US. Now we'll see how you can some of this. So this is some of the markings you could see in your helmet. I've just taken two basic PPEs. Refer PPEs also in your organization. When your supplier comes, you can ask without any doubt what are these all indicators. So if you take in a helmet, so here it is a, date of manufacturing, okay, which is in 2018 in 10th month, okay. Then which is the shell material, ABS or PE, polyethylene. Then you'll have it is made up of European standard, which is EN 397, and you'll have model name and also size of the range. Size range means from 53 to 66 centimeters. These are the few indicators which will have. Sometimes what will happen, suppliers they may sell you the outdated helmets also. So you should always check whenever a supplier is supplying PPs to the organization. And with respect to the mask, you could see many details. Some of them are similar to the mask. So you starts with the model number, which mask it is. So again, a lot number. Lot number means the batch number. In under which batch number this mask has been manufactured. Again, filter designation. Again, it is N95. We'll have N99, N100, R95, P95, etc. These are the different types of filter designation marks. And again, TC approval numbers. Then NIOSH name, which is certified by the National Institute of Occupational Safety and Health. So it is always preferable or advised to check these kind of markings or certifications or some of the labels on your PPE before selection. As I mentioned, in India, it is always you should prefer ISI. If it is ISI is less stringent than OSHA. OSHA is having more stringent rules on manufacturing of that specific PPE. You can refer OSHA also. The NIOSH and OSHA ISI are the well-known or acceptable PPE standards. So whichever the PPEs which made out of these standards, you can accept from the suppliers. Definitely they will come with the catalogs, but also you should check on the PPEs as well. Okay, with this we have done this topic and also IS 106 as well. From next class, from next Friday or Saturday, we can start IS 107. Okay. Any questions? We have another 8 minutes. Okay, if no further questions, with your all permission, I will wind up class for today. So happy weekend. Thank you so much for joining. See you in next class. Thank you so much.